Okay. Market just opened. And we're opening higher, which is not exactly what I was expecting. Oh, market literally just opened, so let me hold my horses on that. Let me start the Discord call up. If you're not in there, it's the first link, and we live trade literally every single day. I'm not guaranteeing dubs every day, but we'll definitely hop on here and put in the work. Damn, we already got people waiting. Oh, you guys are already here. Y'all hungry. I like that. What's up, guys? Okay, so today I am biased for longs. I will not lie. My reasoning behind that. So, alright, let's hop onto the 4-hour time frame. So we see that we are coming towards a change in state direction. We are coming to test this little like internal liquidity we have here for a change in state direction. That means if we displace lower from these lows, most likely we're going to continue lower. If we respect this is just like, that indicates that this is just continuing our extension higher, and that this in fact was really just a retracement. Like us coming lower, this was just a retracement for us to come back to all-time highs, which I think may happen today. So if we go down on the 1 hour, we just we're waiting till 10 a.m. to close this 1 hour, but most likely we're going to form this gap that I do want to see as inverse. We had PPI today and created news data highs and lows from that. So if we do end up taking out liquidity from this accumulation zone we made here on the 5-minute and take out this internal liquidity down here, and take out the sell side, and maybe even tap consequent encroachment, which I'm just testing today because it supports my model right now. But yeah, if we do come lower, sweep all of that, I can definitely see us coming higher and taking at the top of this 5-minute accumulation zone, and potentially even filling this gap and touching this top of the accumulation zone, because this is in fact hourly accumulation, right? And this would actually support our model that we have 1 hour accumulation, 1 hour manipulation, 1 hour distribution. And within that, we have 5-minute accumulation. Hopefully, we can take out all the sell side and internal liquidity and whatnot. Maybe even come lower and form an SMT divergence with NQ down here, and then continue higher. That's kind of my bias for the day. The only thing kind of in the way of it is, one, this gap, because it's like 1 hour gap, but I'm pretty positive we're going to invalidate it, because this is a 1 hour gap and this is a 4 hour gap, right? These are 4 hour lows. Which one weighs more? The 4 hour gap. So I think we're going to respect this gap, maybe tap a little more deeper into that, making a tap for consequent encroachment, right? And then come higher from that to continue our extension higher. So today we're still going to play it safe though. It is PPI. We do have Yellow Folder FOMC member speaking at 10 a.m. If there's any questions, just hit me. I'll answer. Let me make sure this is recording, because sometimes my OBS be tripping. Yeah, let me know if there's any questions. Same bias for the day. Nice. Yep, we are locked in today. But again, just keeping our discipline in check. Only taking our model. If our model does not play out, which I'm expecting it to play out around like macro, since we have 5-minute accumulation, we expect for that macro distribution. So hopefully we can see a macro move play out today. But I just want to be careful that, we're like making sure we're only taking our model, right? I want to check out NQ. We're coming higher, which I don't really like. Maybe just taking out this high and then coming lower. You know, this is a macro move, so I do got to be patient today. Or I'm expecting a macro move, so I want to be patient. But yeah, we don't have any like closes outside of this accumulation zone, which kind of validates the accumulation zone still, right? Just like on the 1 hour, like you see right here, we did come outside of it, but we didn't close outside of it, which still like validates it in my eyes. Yeah, we are coming higher though, which I don't really like that. But this would also be following the 1 hour AMD, which I could look into, but with it being 935, we did take out external liquidity higher right here. Take out sell side external liquidity. Valid change in state if we continue higher. Maybe it is an early move, but I would need like a continuation confluence or something, because this does still it still doesn't contradict my model, but I would need like something else for me to get in, you know, an actual continuation confluence. So we're just gonna keep look for that continuation confluence, because we do have change in state of direction, which I like. But we're really just being patient though. Don't want to jump the gun on anything, but we do just want to be cautious of everything. I got that red sugar, I got that sugar sweet. Don't let nobody touch you unless somebody's me. California. We're coming up into this gap right here. I want to see what we're planning to do with that. What also could happen is that alright, so we had a change of state. So now this order block, the last candlestick of the previous leg, is confirmed. So maybe what we could see is us come back into this order block. I guess it would be like, well, on the 5 minute, it's not really an order block, but 2 minute could come into that, retrace from that and come higher. That'd be a nice continuation. This is a 4 hour fair value gap. It consequent encroachment right here, which I don't really look for, and I'm not really banking anything off consequent encroachment, but I just don't trade that. But it is there. We're coming into this gap right here. Not sure what we want to do from that. NQ looks like we're filling this gap on NQ. We already took out these lows on NQ. Might want to go for the highs now. Don't know. It's only 9:39, so I don't want to feel like I'm missing out on anything. I wonder if we do have some type of change in state here, because we did take out prominent highs of the accumulation zone, and we are respecting this fair value gap. So I wonder if we do have something, like a change in state or something lower. Maybe catch like a retracement move lower. You see how like I know my bias, like, it keeps, switching up. You're probably wondering, like, what? But that's just how it is. Like, you're not going to be married to your bias. Shit happens in the market. I want to see if we come lower than this low. So many damn lines on my screen right now. I understand them all, though. But we don't get married to our bias here. Especially not with this model, bro. I'm going to enter, look for a shorts position. If we respect this change in state. But we are not respecting that for real. If we do, I'll look. NQ, no SMT really. But if we do have a change in state in NQ, I might enter in though. Market is trying to trip us up today. Got this order block right here. See what we do with it. See, that's why we don't enter in. Would have got stopped right there. Be patient. This shit. We are actually setting up nice though. If we were to go for shorts. Looking if there's no SMT, so I'm gonna delete this line. Respecting women to get, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If my original bias, like, if we stick to my original bias, then we are expected to have a distribution around like our 10 a.m. right? But we could possibly catch shorts before that. That would pertain to my model. Accumulation, yeah. It's hard to see, but you gotta see it, man. You gotta just follow your model, stay disciplined. Like right here, not doing too much on NQ. NQ, we might actually even want to fill this gap. Like, I already know so many people thought we were going to have a change of state and got just stopped out. They probably placed their stop loss right here at these highs and got stopped. Like, we are low key like respecting this gap. That's why I want to like get a little retracement lower, because we're respecting an hourly gap. This would be nice if we catch something on NQ. Would be nice. I mean, would not to lie. Yeah, if we inverse this 1 minute, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like, if we can catch a little retracement to shorts, because remember, in my model, if our high time frame bias says we're going to go long, but we see our A+ model setting up for shorts, then I would take that shorts play. Like, we took out this prominent high. We took out our sell side liquidity that we formed, which was like low key. This is questionable. It's more like, oh, because we're on the NQ. Yeah, it's questionable. But I'm still looking for that AMD to play out. If not, still looking for that long position. If we don't have anything, then we don't have anything. We call it a day, and we come back tomorrow and make bank. be careful. You don't need to trade today. You don't need to trade. Something plays out, something plays out. You know what I'm saying? I'm really liking how we're kind of forming these lows to kind of see if we do want to change in state. It's kind of looking familiar. Just took this out. Took out that high. Looks like we just want to fill this gap, boys. Continue distribution. That's what it's looking like for 1 hour, the hourly distribution. Like we're respecting this 2 minute real well. But I'm saying we might want to come lower to this 2 minute order block, fill some of those orders, and then come back higher, because that's a 1 hour move. And that 1 hour move, it's only 9:46. I'm saying I'm looking for shorts. Like, I can't be worried about this high time frame model that's playing now when my A+7 is right in front of me for that move for the high time frame model. Or bias, yeah. It really just depends. I really think NQ wants to come and fill this gap though before we drop off lower. Because if we inverse this for rally gap, I can definitely see us coming lower. Do you guys think we should have another info session tonight? I feel like they've been nice. Doing well. Or should I wait and do it tomorrow and get another guest speaker? Tomorrow. I was thinking the same, man. Because we did them the past 2 days. They've been good too. Yeah, so we're kind of respecting this 1 hour. Oh, macro's about to open. Macro's 3 minutes away. Man, having peace in the charts is like having peace in the charts has to be like one of the most mellow, like cooling, like it's a good feeling, man. Just to know, like, I don't have to take a trade today and I'm not going to feel bad about it because I know I can just come back another day and make bank. Hey, man. I mean, it's a good feeling because I don't have to take a trade today, and I know that I'm not going to let markets force me into taking a trade that I don't want to take, you know. If I do end up taking it, it's going to be to my model. And then I'm still going to have a good day, no matter what. Literally, no matter what happens, bro. I'm going to have a good day. We're coming up to macro here. Still, all these equal lows are forming. That is very nice. Like, we like that because that can validate our change in state, right? We see if we have anything like a, oh shit, would this technically be considered an order block that we're filling? Or literally from here or here? Pushing higher. We are pushing higher, respecting this 1 hour. See how this plays out on any time frame, bro? Still 1 hour, pushing higher. Also coming up to this gap, might have like a little inverse retrace action. Come to tap the top of this accumulation zone, come lower from macro. Don't know. Guess we'll find out on the next episode. Look at that extension higher. Golly. Would you just look at that? And it's a PPI day, so we're cautious. Macro has just opened. I'm looking at both indexes right now because I still don't see anything. The only thing I would possibly say is longs up to the top of this accumulation zone from this order block or from this fair value gap. That's the only thing I would potentially say, but it doesn't really pertain to my model. It does and it doesn't, because this would pertain to my like 1 hour. It would pertain to it on the 1 hour, but I'm not really trying to trade the 1 hour because I don't usually I don't do that. I'm not a freaking swing trader, yo. I don't look for my model on the 1 hour, but if it's there and it plays out today, that just shows me that I could still look for my trade on the 1 hour and it would be good, according to my model. But there's just not enough for me to get in. I would only say this right here. And this happened 936, 950, we are up here. So yeah, I'm looking for that macro. We come, tap the top of this accumulation zone, have a change in state, come lower. That's what I'm looking for, right? Macro is 951 and we don't have anything. And I got that for you, babe. I'm there, and I guess sugar. Yes, please. Come and get it on me right here. I need a little symphony. Show me good looking, make it alright. Need a little sweetness. Yeah. This would have played up I mean, you guys see on the 1 hour. I mean, calling this shit out. AMD structure, beautiful. Play that out perfectly. NQ's at the top of that. ES still working its way up. But ES might not even go to the top of this accumulation zone. We might simply just go to our nearest draws right here and then have a sell-off, because it's really the nearest draws. It's not even all the time that we go towards the top of the accumulation zone. While it is very probable, it's not pertinent, you know? It's not guaranteed. But might have a little inverse retracement off this gap, a little bit of that action, or maybe even sweep this. Who knows? It's 9:53. Nothing's looking promising. Might not take a trade today, if we're being honest. If you took longs, good for you. NQ is inversing, and we are having nice inverse action. Like I said, if we respect this 5-minute accumulation, boom, that would be nice. That would be nice. Because this is not too overextended yet. It's really not. I feel like we inverse this a good amount for us to still come lower. And maybe come take out CPI and stay the lows, you know. We have some internal liquidity down here. And Q is looking nice. I really like how we filled that to the tick. I'm lower. Who knows? We might just be waiting till after news too. I want to see what FOMC does. I feel like FOMC is really going to make that job, because we're setting up for change in state, bro. Right here. I really like that. And we might have SMT at these highs. We really might. I'm liking this. Actually, no. I don't think we'll have SMT at these highs. If I'm being honest. But if we can get a change of state right here, and look at NQ, get a change in state, take it to the low of the accumulation, that would actually be, you know what I'm saying? This is also 5 minutes too. But NQ might want to even push higher, bro. That's the thing. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we do. I'm thinking there's potential here. There's potential. But if we displace, come lower, that would technically inverse this fair value gap. That is beyond the 50 point, like the halfway of the fair value gap. But we are just observing the market, and then once we see something that pertains to our setup, our A+ model, then we will enter off of it. But we are going in accordance to the market right now. We did tap this change in state, which I like. I like. Because this 5 minute inverse could be filled on NQ. I don't want to take no premature entry either, because today is just not the day to do that. It's not the day. Bro, y'all better like look at my Instagram later on today. Like, I'm gonna post a banger. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I made a bet, right, with rlly Botha. If I pass his follower count by Christmas, then he owes me $100. I should have bet like something else, like something more tangible. I mean, like, I know $100 is tangible, but like by that time, I'm pretty sure I'll have $100. Like, I mean, I already have $100, but like, it won't be that much to me, you know. Alright, we're definitely waiting till afternoon. we are definitely waiting till after news for this move. There's no way, bro. Cause market, are we gonna have a change of state? What are we doing? You know. Oh, I'm so like cold. It's probably because I don't have my sweater on. Yesterday I had my sweater. Yeah, we are disrespecting this. Taking out hella liquidity. I'm barely even looking at the 5 minute, but I already know, or the 2 minute, but I already know like 2 minutes probably on bull. Yeah. I'm about to throw on a hoodie, a sweater, or something. It's so cold, and I get like all like jittery shit when it's cold. 10 a.m. is news. 10 a.m. is in 1 minuto. So that's probably why I'm like all jittery and shit right now, cause cold as shit. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking for a play on NQ, because NQ's is looking way cleaner price action. Like, we tested that change of state so well. It's the same on the 5 minute too. It's not like NQ's looking way better, and NQ filled this inverse. I'm playing on something, bro. Alright, we got our robe. We're going to put on our robe. I actually have to. I want to take a leak, bro. But I'm not trying to miss my move. Can we respect this as an order block, bro? We're actually respecting this. And I could enter prematurely off here for shorts, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. We have this order block we retrace from. And now I'm going to wait till we displace, right? Because we could just be taking out this high. That's a lot. That's one move that's one mistake that I kept making last week that I told myself this week we're not going to do. Premature entries, like, they're cool and all, you know, bottom tick, yes. But let's be honest, bro. You're risking like crazy. Why risk a bottom tick trade for like a trade that could potentially just be the same amount of money? And, you know, just be patient. Observe. So NQ is, I want to say we're drawing towards this change in state, which we are. 1 minute after news, already pushing lower, which is nice. Do we have a SMT yet? No SMT, which I don't think we will form, but both indexes are pushing lower towards that change in state direction, which would be nice if we can catch, but just gotta be patient. Dang, I really gotta pee, but it's like peak timing right now. Damn. Might not be nothing today, boys. And market can't make up its mind here. Like, right now, I'm only looking for shorts now. I'm pretty sure I fixed my bias to if we go higher, I'm not taking a trade today. But if we come lower, then I am taking a trade. And most likely on NQ, which I'd prefer if it was on ES, cause so we don't have to risk a whole mansion and an arm and a leg. But NQ is cool. I mean, it has cleaner price action, so. Like, I understand how the premature entry could benefit you for risk management. But, like, oh my goodness, like, it's just more losses. So why not just see my A+ setup, have more confirmation in my trade, and just, like, risk a teensy bit more, but it's like an A+ setup, or try to bottom tick and empty. If you watch the 1 hour time frame on see how all the lower resistance looking, you got me. Really, why are you still looking for shorts? Because for us to go higher, we gotta come a little lower, right? Gotta have these retracements. I don't know. I'm just following my model, bro. I'm just following my A+ model, or that I like. But everyone sees the market differently, man. That's the great thing about it. Like, everyone will have a different viewpoint on the market. If we come higher, then take a trade higher. If we come lower, then, or no, if we come higher, I'm not taking the trade. If we come lower, what's your might want to wait till macro ends for this move. We're already like set on a setup right now, so I'm not really going to change. I'm not going to like stop looking at it just because we're coming up towards news. Look, we're coming lower from this order block very nicely, and I do like that. I really do. I might enter in one con, and then enter in another con, A plus, because I'd rather do that than lose 2 cons and then retrace higher from this. So therefore, I'm going to enter 1 sell position.
Order filled.
And then Q, because look at that risk, bro. Golly. And Q, like if I put in 2 cons down here, I'd be risking like the whole account. One thing I'm really looking at is this liquidity that we have up here. Sometimes market wants to come higher to get liquidity. And I might even get out because of that reason. But so what does market want to do today? Now that I'm looking at it, I should have entered off this order block. It'd be way better risk management. If we did place higher, then that'd be rough. But you're saying NQ, yes, what is that? Sure. This is NQ. Risky trade, boys. For don't respect this. I like how we had this 1 minute. Like I didn't see that, but now that I see it, I kind of like that. I just don't like we have all this liquidity up here in a fair value gap. That's the one thing I don't like about this. But as soon as we have a change in state, like I'll feel so confident on this trade, and if we don't, then that would be rough. But hopefully we can get some selling pressure in here, get a change in state, because that would just like, we tapped on this order block again. We actually filled this 5-minute order block. This is a doji. I don't like. I mean, I guess I do like a doji in this case scenario, because I don't know, everything's just choppy right now. Dang. Like, if market can come to this change in state, that would just be amazing, like beautiful. Because I'll be more confident if we come down to this change in state, make a continuous confluence, and come lower. I really like how we filled this, like, or fair value gap on NQ. That's one thing I do like about this trade. Don't like how we didn't do that yet on ES. Hopefully we can take out that little like this trade is very questionable, man. It's like it pertains to my model. It's questionable, but it won't be questionable if we have a change, if we get a change in state, right? And I don't know if markets are just moving really slow. The choppiness. Let me take a screenshot so I remember. If we do come and test this change in state and it fails, that'd be unfortunate. If we displace from it, then that would be pretty nice. I like how we're moving towards it and we're drawing towards it on both indexes. I really do like that. Just gotta be patient. We took out this low on NQ or ES. I hope that's not like a sweep of that low. That would be unfortunate. But it's 1 minute AMD, so who knows? It might not even hold. But I'm just kind of remembering back to those times where I just trust my conviction and stick to my word. Like, if we have displacement, then that would be crazy. And if we don't, man. You don't. So I'm really in my head, but I'm trying not to be. Or not yet. We didn't yet test the change in state. We did not yet test it. I'm really thinking now market disrespected it and wants to come higher. At least on ES. I like that we tapped on this 1 hour fair value gap. Let's see if like we're gonna respect that. Four hour as well. Again, what can we say? If today doesn't go to plan, at least we followed our A+ setup. At least we were patient, disciplined. That's all we can really, that's all a trader can really do. Yeah, we're displacing very high. I might call this, to be honest, if we, yeah, I'm gonna call this.
Order filled.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call that just because we're coming up to this change in state. Maybe if we come lower and make a continuation confluence, look for another position. But if we, looks like we're just gonna continue with this place higher, and come higher, and which is okay. Just fill that 1 minute. This might be it for the day. So let's see. Yeah, look like actually just looked like we had a change in state in the other direction. We didn't quite hold this 5 minute change in state, which is all good. And then okay, we're probably coming for this liquidity up here. Probably gonna make SMT and come lower later in the day, but at least we stuck to our model, right? Of course, we didn't take the A+ when we changed and stay in direction, which would probably be a better move. But we did try to get that premature entry for one contract and later in adding 2 contracts. But it's okay. We're not going to win every single trade. Again, this could be still a valid setup. Like, let's see if we're going to possibly get SMT at these highs. That's what I'm saying. Possibly going to make an SMT at these highs, right? And I could continue to look for a trade today. I'm not like the setup's there, but I guess we'll set alerts later on. See if we see anything. Like, see if we see valid displacement. Maybe us getting into. I can't really set a freaking. Yeah, that's how it's looking. It might call it a day, to be honest. It's 10:20. 10:30 news might shoot us lower. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I don't want to take any more losses today. Alright, what, $300 loss, $342 loss. So nothing horrible. Just down on the day. Still a good trade though. Stuck to my model. Entered in a little prematurely, but it was just one time. So yeah. Probably gonna end it. I'm gonna post this live trading recap. I'm going to send you guys my journal when I do make that before noon. But yeah, y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all.